Alright kitties, welcome back. If it's not clear by now, I am somewhat of a collector.
Other breaking news. Water. Wet.
In addition to all the toys and tchotchkes and collectibles behind me, I am also a collector of physical media, aka DVDs, Blu-rays, 4K's. Some people even do vinyl records or VHS.
Oh no! Beta!
Me primarily, I'm Blu-rays and 4K's, and in front of me I've got a super sweet, spooky September stack.
There! Look how big my mouth is!
Yeah, that was a mouthful. These are the Blu-rays and 4K's that I've received over the month of September. So I'm just going to go through and share what they are, a little bit about them, and you know, I'll probably put links in the description if it's applicable, because some of these have limited releases and they're already sold out.
Booster? What's booster?
I pre-order like a motherfucker, what can I say? In any case, we're going to start off with a item that I got just today. This is the Fantasma Tapes, and this is released by Bleeding Skull. So what this is essentially is 80s TV horror show that never was. It's a psychotronic VHS mixtape that reimagines The Revenge of Dr. X, which is a Japan set creature feature that was written by Ed Wood. You know that guy. That guy loved his, what was it, cashmere?
I like to wear women's clothes.
And also The Brain That Wouldn't Die, the savage body horror film that inspired Frankenhooker. So essentially what this is, it's going to include a double feature, but what Bleeding Skull did was they kind of turned it into like a little horror show. It's probably not going to be the sharpest quality, it's probably going to look dated as hell, but it's going to have real or reimagined commercials from the 80s, kind of like what you would see for like WNUF Halloween Special, which if you haven't seen that, I highly recommend it. It's fantastic. I think it's currently on Shudder, but what do I know? This is definitely a blind buy, and it's my only Blu-ray of the stack. The rest of the stack coming forward is all 4K. So next, I actually picked this one up for my wife. It was recently Stephen King's birthday, and we had a second annual bash where we had friends over to watch Stephen King movies, and she went super all out on that. This is Carrie, and this is the 1976 horror classic by Brian De Palma. And this is a steelbook from Shout Factory, or Scream Factory. Is it Scream Factory? Yeah. If there's something I like as much as I like slipcovers, I do love a good steelbook. You can see inside there, there's all the discs. It's got a disc for the extras, the 4K release, and it's also got a Blu-ray release. So you can see the artwork on that there. Again, this was for my wife. We did not have a physical copy of Carrie. This was available on Amazon, so I grabbed it. Anyways, good movie. It's a classic. Might not be one of my favorite of the Stephen Kings, but it's definitely very effective. And speaking of Stephen King, we've got the 4K of Creepshow 2. Now, truth be told, I already got the Blu-ray also. Sans sexy slipcover or hard case, because it was already sold out by the time I ordered it. When the 4K came around, I'm a sick person, I had to have it. Again, it's got this nice hard cover, and then on the inside you got your 4K case, and you also got a little book, which is the Pinfall: A Lost Tale of Horror, and then it's got some artwork on the inside. It's a little comic book. Yeah, the Blu-ray's not open, don't remind me of that either. It's been sitting on my shelf. But anyways, not as good as the original, not by a long shot, but it does have The Raft, which is a great story. So Michael Gornick, I believe he was the DP on the original Creepshow. Again, don't quote me. Well, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna look it up on IMDb. That's what the internet's for.
I'm addicted to porn and I masturbate constantly.
Creepshow. No, not the TV show, damn it.
2,000 years later.
Cinematography. Yep. DP, Michael Gornick. Okay. It's also got a screenplay by George A. Romero, where the original screenplay was Stephen King. But anyways, fun. And in connection with that, Tom Savini played the creep in this. He was actually in full-on makeup and whatnot, but he played the creep, or Raoul. That's what they called him on set. And we're going to move to, I believe, Tom Savini's only directorial effort, and that is the 1990 remake of Night of the Living Dead. But this is the brand new 4K steelbook, which has the uncensored director's cut. Again, I haven't delved too deep into this, but apparently Tom Savini was not happy with the theatrical release of the 1990 film, which also has Tony Todd, and it did have the involvement of George Romero. I mean, they were all the Pittsburgh boys. They all had each other's backs in any ways. But he was not happy with the way that it was done. So apparently this version here is supposed to be at least 70 to 80% what his intended vision was. And the uncensored version does have a commentary from Tom Savini, so I'm actually interested to read into this and see exactly what it's all about. But again, steelbook, you look at the back there, check her out, and then you open it up and you got your 2 discs on the inside. Got your Blu-ray and you've got your 4K. Both of the discs have the theatrical and the unrated version, or the uncensored version, and of course super sexy steelbook. And last but not least, we got the Chonky Boy. This is from Vault Press, I believe, limited to 4,000 copies. This is 2731 of 4,000. This is the 4K release of Tobe Hooper's, not Steven Spielberg's, Tobe Hooper's Poltergeist. And you know how I love slipcovers? This has got a big slipcover. Look at that. So that's the slipcover for the collector's case. And again, I don't know where the fuck I'm going to put this.
Oh my god. Woof.
So this pops open.
Woof.
And then you've got 10 Poltergeist Tobe Hooper 1982. And then it's got the little strap on here. You can open this up. And this has got some cards, I believe, and posters. This is the iconic there here. Oh, and the other side we got this lovely little, it could be Japanese, I'm not 100% sure, I don't read it.
Jane, you ignorant slut.
Alright, and this poster's not double-sided, but here's the other poster right here, and that's what I believe is the cover of the steelbook, because this is a steelbook. And then we got these cards right here, which I'm not going to unravel. I want to keep those sealed because I'm a sociopath who's going to do nothing with it. It's just going to wither on my shelf until the day I die. Then it's going to go to somebody, and they're probably going to sell it. God damn. See, I shouldn't have taken this thing out. Now I can't get it back in, and this is going to be like
2,000 years later.
There we go. Perfect. Now, hit this, and we got your sexy steelbook. Got Carol Ann with the TV, and on the back you've got all your childhood nightmares on the back, at least mine, growing up with this fucking movie. And then crack it open, you got your 4K, you got a Blu-ray, you got Carol Ann screaming, a fucking clown. It is a limited release, so I can understand all the pomp and circumstance of this thing, but this is a chunky boy. This one definitely needs a Magnum, and that's what this is right here. We got a Magnum prophylactic for this right here. Alright, so that's going to be my September spooky stack.
There! Look how big my mouth is!
If you've got any of these or any comments based on any of these films, just go ahead and drop them in the comments there. If you've got any sort of physical media that you're excited about, that you've received, that you recommend, throw that in the comments as well. Like I said, I will look these up, see if there's any links that are valid for any of these. I honestly think the only one that's probably going to be able to be purchased is probably this Carrie. But in any case, appreciate y'all watching. We'll be back with more like-minded stuff. If you guys want to see like some shelfie videos, go through some of my collection, we can do that. If you want me to do like individual reviews on some of these, let me know. We'll go ahead and do that. Appreciate you all coming back and tuning in, and we'll see you next time.